Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? All right, so you're having Mr. William Kwachi. Good morning. You're having Richard Daim Ansan. Good morning. You're having Sponzy G Wise. Sponzy, your full name is your nickname. Sponzy G Wise. Everything is nickname over there. It's a guy name. Be good. I'm also good. All right. So how is 2025 going so far? So how is 2025 going? I hope you guys had some. You guys gave yourself some promises. You gave some New Year resolutions. Are you still on? But for me, my trading is going on well. So what's off your side? Trading is going on well. Analysis has been playing out. So yesterday we took as yesterday I was really busy. But I even tried for I really tried for you, trying to tell you what to do on the trade and other stuff. I was really busy. I went to town. I was facing some challenges on my lighting system. So I have to go to the office and do one or two things. So I was really tight yesterday. But the trade was looking good. But I don't know. You should have gone to this side. The trade should have gone to this side. Should have hit this side. But I don't know what happened. You see, uh, it's all about speculation. Even though it moved outside our entry, and the risk reward was big, and I was even thinking I should have used the H1. We could have gotten our risk reward by using the H1 candle, because one thing I was considering is you are having some dynamic support level over here. So if we used the H1 candle, maybe H1 structure low, I think the risk reward we would have gotten like 1 to 2. That's what, as I was doing my evening analysis, the post analysis, that's what I considered. That you could have even used the H1 candle low, you could have gotten 1 to 2 very fast. But since you used, the risk reward was way bigger. It was way bigger. That's why we couldn't get to the target. So as the gap got filled, the market decided to retrace. It decided to, but the trade was perfect. Like it was, it was perfect. Everything was on point. The trade was very perfect. Everything was on point. So these are the trades that you need to risk a lot. You need to risk more in case maybe you see them when it happens. Price, if you look at the daily time frame, price just broke out, made a red test. This candle close gave us a resistance. If you move to the H4 time frame, you will notice that the same thing happened. I've even deleted it. Okay, so you're having a trend line over here. So if you use the trend line, you notice that it has given us, there was a dynamic support level. Price just broke out. So what I was expecting is what, for the candle, this candle to close below the trend line, this candle to close below the trend line, so that it will give us a perfect range. So it closed perfectly on what below the trend line. And what happened? If you look at the candle structure, if you look at candle structure, you notice that what you'll notice that the previous candle has broken. So candle structure 2 has also shifted. So this gave us what? This gave us a clear what confirmation. You notice that candle structure has also broken. So this is what a clear confirmation that the market is what about to drop. And what happened? We had the drop. Okay, and we had a drop, but one thing is what it didn't get to the target. That was the problem. So as I was saying, the risk was very wide. So as there was a dynamic support level over here. So what I was saying is what we could have even used the dynamic support level over here. You could have used the support over here. You could have gotten like 2 to 5 risk reward. That one would have gotten to the target very fast, because before price will be able to break this zone, I think it's going to suffer. So even when it was pulling back yesterday, as I was monitoring, when it was pulling back over here, this would have been the point you could have even added an additional position to over here. Price, you can see how the level is very strong. You can see how price retested on the level exactly. There was a price retested on the level exactly. Price retested, the candle retested on the level exactly, and what happened? It just bounced back. But we needed price to fall more. But what happened? Price decided to what? Retrace and go back. After this gap has been filled. Okay, after this gap has been filled, price decided to what? Bounce back and go back. But it gave us a good, we got some pips over there. It moved like 30 pips and decided to what? Bounce back. You get it? So it's fine. You get another entry which is going to get our target. So it's fine. So the first trade for the week was a break-even trade. The first trade for the week was a break-even trade. So let's see. The week we just started the week, so we have a long way to go. We have some 4 days left today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I don't usually count Fridays. So we have some days left for us to take advantage of. So let's see how things are going to work out. So first of all, let me start with USD That's what I'm seeing an opportunity on this morning. So before I come to the stream, I do my analysis, check out which pair is going to give an opportunity. Then I'll tackle it first. So CHF is a pair that I've been wanting to go in for a sell. It's a pair that I've been waiting to go in for. I've been waiting to go in for a sell. So let's see. So let's first of all check the economic event and see if there was any high impact news for today. I hope you people can hear me. So can you people hear me? If you can hear me, type in 1 in the chat box. If you can hear me, type in 1 in the chat box. If you can hear me, type 1 in the chat box. Okay, so Brenny said he can hear me. Jerry Graham said he can hear me. Can you all hear me? Aside him, can you all hear me? Okay, so Span said he can hear me. All right, so let's check there. So Tuesday, let's check the economic event. So today, with the economic indicator, we don't have any high economic indicator. You don't have any high economic indicator. So you're having some medium impact news called durable goods orders, S&P, CS consumer spending compositing. Okay, so the only high impact news is going to happen around 4 p.m. And I think by this time, I'm out of my decks. I'm out going to do other activities. So you're having consumer confidence. So this is during the New York session, and I don't think I will be available by then. During the New York Stock Exchange session, so I don't think I'll be available by then. By then, I'm out of the sign out. So let's see. So aside that, with the consumer confidence, it's all about asking householders how they are feeling or what they think about the economy. Okay, the overall economy, as in maybe inflation, cost of goods and services, those stuffs. Okay, so it's also, if maybe it happens that consumer confidence is high, it's a good economic indicator. It tells how the economy or the country is performing. Okay, so we are having if the forecast is good, if the numbers are good as compared to the previous one, so currently they are expecting 105.7, 104.7. So it's good for the economy. You get it? It's good for the economy if the forecasted one is 105.7 comparing it to the previous one. So that means it's good for the economy. So I'm expecting the dollar to be strong when the news is being released based on this speculated figures, or based on this speculated number. I'm expecting consumer confidence to be more, as in to make the dollar very strong. Okay, because they're expecting good numbers. So if the dollar is strong, any pair that you are going to pair with the dollar needs to be strong. So that's what you're expecting. So if in case maybe USD CHF, then you're expecting USD CHF to also move up. If it happens, the numbers are going to be the same as the projected numbers over here is going to be the same as the actual, then I'm going to be expecting USD CHF to be to be buying, USD JPY to be buying, Euro USD to be selling. But here is not the case. GBP USD to also be selling, but here is not what you are looking for. That one is going to be happening around 4 p.m. there. So with 4 p.m. GMT, during that time I wouldn't be on the chat. So we need to focus on the present, not something that is not close now. Okay, so let's see USD CHF, what is going to happen. So with USD CHF with USD CHF, looking at the monthly time frame with the various horizontal lines, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting this resistance over here. So this is the resistance that I'm expecting. There's a resistance over here. The reason why I'm bringing this resistance over here, because this is what is close to what the current market price. This level is a valid support level, but it is not close to the current market price. So this is what is close to the current market price. Okay, so that's why I've indicated over here. So if you are looking to where price is going to retrace, this one has already got into what the current market price, and this one has got into what a resistance level. So the chances that we can get a retracement is very high. Okay, so looking at the monthly time frame, has gotten to the highest level. It has gotten to what a resistance level, and you know what it means when it comes to the monthly time frame giving us what a resistance. It tells you it has taken years. Okay, so this one started forming around 2024 January, and this is you are in what? So it's the same thing. So this one was January, this one is January. Okay, so it has taken like close to a month for this level, a year for this one to fall. Okay, so it tells you how strong it is. So most of the times it's not easy for price to just come to this side, something that has been taking years to form. build, it just come to this side and just break through. It is weird. It is something that it's not more often that you are going to be seeing something of this sort to happen. You get it? It is not more often for you to see something just happening. You get it? It's going to take some time for it to what just break through. So anytime price will come to this side, we are going to see slow movement in price. Okay, it's going to take some time for price to what to break through. That's what you need to understand. So moving to the weekly time frame, this is where we are going to be checking the candle. So after you've identified the horizontal line, the second one you need to do is what to check out our trend line. So you see, those who have been following me for some time now, you guys will notice that at first I wasn't using trend line, but I've just implemented a trend line because it is something that mostly gives an additional confluence on the trade that you are taking. Okay, it doesn't change anything, but it normally gives additional confluence on the trade that I'm executing. So looking at the monthly time frame, with trend line, you need to get multiple touches. So point A, this point is going to be my point A. You need to get two touches, point A, point B. You get it? Point A, point B. So you can see price is currently what sitting on the point. It's currently sitting on what the dynamic what resistance level. So price is currently struggling to what to break through. So let's move to the weekly time frame. Moving to the weekly time frame, we need to first of all identify our various rejectional levels. So what are the various rejectional levels? So you can notice that there was a rejectional over here. So you see the reason why I said in trading we don't stop learning. You get it? Trading, learning never stops. As the market is moving, I'm not saying go and learn too many technical stuffs. With that one, with trading, the more you learn the technical stuff, the more you become more confused. Okay, don't go and learn something that is going to just make you confused. Don't go and learn something. The more you learn more stuff, the more you become confused. That's about trading. I've been there before. There was some time where I was learning a lot of stuffs, and when it comes to execution, this one is going to tell you buy, this one is going to tell you it is not ready, this one is saying this one is saying it. So it's better you don't have to cloud your thoughts or your thinking with a lot of technical stuffs. You are going to get confused. So stick with, so this thing that I'm using doesn't affect anything. It just gives me an additional confluence. Okay, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change my directional bias. It doesn't change anything. You get it? But it's giving me additional supplement. It's where you are going to learn something where it is going to change how you see your directional bias. How, like, you see, with the directional bias, some people use maybe the daily candle closure. Other people use, there are a lot of styles that people use when it comes to the directional bias. So don't go and be chasing those things. Okay, I'm focused on one particular thing, using structure to determine the directional bias. Okay, so that was what I was talking about. So looking at the weekly time frame, with the weekly time frame, let's identify our various rejectional levels. So with the rejectional level, price has already broken below this one, so this point is not valid. Okay, this one is not valid anymore. This one is no more valid. Okay, because the candle has broken and closed below, so this point or this one becomes invalid. You feel me? This one becomes invalid. So after we are done with, so this is the current support and resistance level that is necessary for us to identify them. So after you've identified our various support and resistances, you need to ask yourself, what's the directional bias at the weekly time frame? So we are trying to come out with a sectional bias. Okay, so as I've been saying more often, with a sectional bias, the reason why I said sectional bias is what, when we can get to the New York session and things might change. Okay, The directional bias can change. So with the sectional bias, you are solely focusing on what the H4 candle, the current H4 candle is doing, and what the current market with the lending session. You are currently in the heading to the lending session. What the current lending session is going to be doing, that's what you are going to be focusing on. So sometimes you can get to the New York session and things might change, so you need to identify those levels. So with the sectional bias, moving to the weekly time frame, we normally do our top down analysis to determine that. So the weekly time frame is what? An uptrend. So the weekly time frame is bullish. Okay, the weekly time frame is bullish. So price is currently sitting on this trend line. You get it? Price is currently sitting on this trend line. Price is currently sitting on this trend line. So if you just join the stream, and if you're not giving a like to the stream, or if not subscribe to the channel, then why? Why haven't you subscribed? Why haven't you given a like? Give a like, click on the thumbs up button, so that YouTube would know that you are doing a good work and they will recommend. Let's grow the community. So the weekly time frame is currently sitting on this level. If you move to the daily time frame, so let's check out the weekly candle. So with the weekly candle, looking at the current or the past weekly candle, you notice that it closed with bearish momentum candle. There was a bearish momentum candle, in the sense that looking at the body of the candle, comparing it to the wicks, the body of the candle is bigger, taller, than the wicks. So it tells you there was a selling pressure in the market. Seller's momentum candle. This is a seller's momentum. So that's why when you started the week, you can see this one just drop. Okay, this is selling momentum candle, and the candle has also broken below this dynamic support level. Okay, so that's why we are seeing a massive fall in price. You get it? That's why you are seeing a massive fall in price. So looking at the current market, current candle, you notice that the candle just retested this level and it is just bouncing back. As I said, anytime price will get to the zone, we are going to see a reaction. Okay, we are going to be seeing a reaction. So that's why we are seeing the current market, the current candle is just moving up. And the way the candle has formed, it tells you that this is seller's exhaustion candle. Sellers have lost control in the market. Sellers are losing control in the market, and currently buyers are taking over the market. So you can see how tall the wick is. Okay, sellers were controlling the markets and buyers came in, drove price up. You get it? So currently buyers are controlling the market at this point. So I'm expecting price to either get to this side and it will just bounce back. Okay, so because this one is also a very strong level. Where did we even get that level? We got it from this side, the monthly time frame. So the chances that when price gets to this side, it will just bounce off is very high. Okay, so the weekly, when it comes to the pattern structure, the pattern structure is an uptrend. Looking at the candle structure, it has broken below the previous candle dip. Okay, it has broken this one. So it tells you candle pattern is also a downtrend at this point. So the weekly time frame is a bullish trend. So looking at the daily time frame, we are trying to come out with our sectional bias. So looking at the daily time frame, let's first of all identify the directional bias. So with the daily time frame, what is the directional bias? What is the pattern structure? So looking at the daily time frame, price just made high, low, high, low, high, low. So currently there was a shift in structure at some point, but it wasn't something clear. Price just moved down, so there was a downtrend. Price just made a pullback. Okay, continue the trend. So currently the whole of this one is just a downtrend for price. So as I'm saying, as price just made a downtrend, it is currently it broke this one. The moment it broke this one, what are you expecting? A pullback to this level. You get it? So currently price is hovering around that level. So what's the trend? So let's first of all bring out the trend. So you notice that the trend is currently a downtrend. So the trend at the daily time frame is a bearish trend. Okay, it's a bearish trend. So currently the daily is bearish. So after getting to know what the directional bias, we need to first of all, we need to also look at what the support and resistance levels, the dynamic support and resistance level. So there was what, a support over here. We change it to different color. Okay, there was another support level over here. There was another support level over here. So these are the various rejectional levels. You get it. The reason why this one hasn't closed yet, so it's still valid. Okay, so if price is coming down, it can retest over here and it will just bounce. So these are the various consolidation levels. So one thing you need to understand, that anytime price will get to those levels, we are either going to see some reaction. Price is either going to break out or it's going to what, made a retest. So that's what you need to understand. So that's all. So let's again identify the dynamic resistance, support and resistance level. So this one, if we are using the trend line, this is the high and this is the various lows. Okay, so let's try and bring it this side and with this side. So we're having point A, point B. So you can see price is currently sitting on the dynamic support level. Okay, so coming to the H4 time frame. So these are our various trying to come out with the sectional bias. This is the various confluence. So this is just a multiple time frame analysis. So when it comes to the daily time frame, so it's the same analysis, it's the same thing that we did yesterday, and we were able to get that sell. Okay, so nothing changes when it comes to the market. It is the same thought process we are following. Okay, nothing is changing. So looking at the H4 time frame, with the H4 time frame, what's the directional bias? With the H4 time frame, what's the trend? So price was currently making some consolidation or making a ranging over here. There was equal highs and equal lows. Price just broke out from the consolidation zone. Okay, because you had equal lows. So price finally broke out from the consolidation zone. What are you expecting? A pullback. So normally if price break out, that is not the time we chase the market or we chase the trade. We normally wait for price. So we normally wait for a discounted price. So if you sell at this point, okay, if let's say price has broken out and you are selling at this point, price is too hot, is too low for you to sell. Okay, so you want a discounted price when price has gone out, price has gone high more. Okay, you don't want to buy something at a very high price and you sell it at a very cheap price. It's the same principle applied over here. So if you are, in case maybe you are buying in the middle of the range, price has broken out, you notice that there's some range that price hasn't filled yet. So you think if you sell at this point, you are going to take advantage of this one. This one is very cheap. This one is you are selling it at a very cheap price because you bought it at a very high price and you are currently selling it at a very cheap price. So you have to wait for price to move further high. Okay, just hold your balls, hold price, hold your product, hold it, let price increases. Okay, so if price increases, this is the level it is advisable to sell. Okay, so always, this is the principle you need to understand about when it comes to trading. With trading, we buy when price is low. It is always advisable to buy when price is low, and we sell when price is high. So it's the same principle. The same principle is applied in our day-to-day transactions that you do. In case maybe you are a businessman or maybe you sell goods, or even with a service, you don't love to you don't love to, maybe when it comes to service, spending a lot on acquiring something, acquiring a skill or something. with the sleepless nights and everything, and what you just give your service out for a very cheap price. That is not the best way to go. And when it comes to product, you don't love to what go and you buy something at a very high price and you just sell it at a very low price. That is not the best way to do what. That is not a best financial advice. Okay, that's not the best business advice. So the best way to go by this what, when price is at a very cheap price, don't sell. Okay, so normally I say it is what in the range, don't sell. Wait for price to what pull back, move high. So that's why I normally wait for the pullback. So currently price is pulling back. So this is the discounted price. Price has now gotten to the very high price. Okay, this is the level that you need to sell. So what's the trend at the H4 time frame? So H4 time frame, as I said, price was just at certain point was just in an uptrend. The moment it broke this one, it turned to what? A downtrend. Price is currently pulling back. It has broken out. So price is currently what? Price is currently what? A downtrend at this point. Okay. Price is currently a downtrend. Price is currently a downtrend at this point. So what you are going to be doing is what? You wait for the pullback. Okay, so this is the trade. This is my best trade setup that I'm looking for the day. Yeah, so currently this is what I'm expecting. So the the H4 time frame is also what? A bearish trend. So as I'm saying, the high probability trade setup that you will normally go for is one when majority of the higher time frames are in the same direction. So what we are seeing consistency in the what? The trend. Okay, if you come to the weekly time frame, it's a bullish trend. If you come to the daily time frame, it's a bearish trend. If you come to the H4 time frame, it's a bearish trend. Okay, so at this point we can decide on what our directional bias. You get it? We can decide on our directional bias. So the directional bias at this point is what? The directional bias is what? A sell. Okay, the directional bias is a sell. So to those who just joined the stream, if you are what I've been doing is what the stream has been happening. It has been going on every morning from Monday to Friday. So as I'm saying, you can just put the channel on all notification. Anytime I come live, you get notified. You get it? In case maybe I don't alert, you don't get the this thing in the various WhatsApp groups. You get alerts when I come here. So put the channel on all notification and click if you are looking at a reliable broker that I use. I've put in the channel on what the comment section. So this is the reliable broker tool that I use. You can click on the link and you just register with the broker that I use too as well. And you are going to get 100% bonus anytime you make a deposit. You are going to get 100% bonus. So you are not going to be getting it anywhere. Okay, so let's move on to, so currently the H4 time frame. So these are the various directional the direction of the market. The daily is what? A bearish trend. H4 is a bearish trend. So currently deciding on what our directional bias, the directional bias is going to be a sell. You get it? So we are going to be looking for a sell, not a buy, for this market condition, unless maybe what the H4 time frame shifts direction. So currently price, you've gotten the setup. Okay, you've gotten the setup. You can see price is currently sitting on this trend line. You get it? So even if you apply, let's move to the daily. So the daily trend line, if you are looking at the H4 time frame, this is the high, this is the low. So currently you have an additional trend line to over here at the H4 time frame. So at this point, you can see When it comes to this side, you have a lot of a lot of things going on here. We're having trend line serving as a support level. We're having horizontal line over here serving as a support level, and this is a daily time frame. So at this point, this is what you are going to be looking for. Since price is the daily time frame, and mostly when it comes to the higher time frame levels, I normally prefer waiting for a higher time frame candle to be break it. Okay, so at this point, I would love not the H1 candle breaking, not M30 candle breaking. This is what I would love to see. I would love the H4 candle to break below this one. Okay, if there was no zone over here, I would simply have gone to the I would simply have gone to the H1 time frame, wait for a closure of the candle below this one, then I will just go in for a sell. But this one is going to be, if we get this candle breaking below, it's going to be one of the craziest trade that you ever get in the market today. You get it? It's going to be one of the craziest. It's going to run, the risk reward is going to look very good. You get it? The risk reward is going to look very good. So if you get a candle closing below this one, because if you come to the various time frame, you can see daily is a downtrend. H42 is a downtrend, and you notice that the price has currently gotten to if you move to the monthly time frame, you notice that price has currently gotten to a monthly resistance level. So that's why we are seeing the pullback. Okay, if you move to the daily time frame to the candle structure, the market is currently an uptrend, and we need a pullback before price will take off. So it's the same thing that's going to happen. Okay, if you move to the H4 time frame, it's the same thing that we are expecting it to happen. Okay, so at this point, we just have to be patient and wait for the candle to close below. So looking at the risk reward for this trade, yeah, so the risk reward is also looking good. So maybe sometimes you are going to be using either this zone. Okay, so we can be getting like 1 to 3. So this is the trade that I will be having a look at it. Okay, so it's similar thing to what happened on USD card yesterday. So you see, when it comes to trading, I don't do anything differently. Okay, the moment you find something that is working for you, you just repeat. Nothing changes. Okay, so you come 10 years and I'll still be doing the same thing. When you come over, maybe if you leave this platform, this stream, come over 10 years time, I'll still be doing Forex. You come and I will still be doing this, but the only thing that is going to be changing is my loss size. That is the only thing that is going to be changing. But when it comes to the strategy, when it comes to my approach towards the market, it is going to be the same thing is the same thing that I'm going to be repeating over and over again. So if you look at this market, there was a breakout just made the pullback. So it's the same thing that's expecting it to happen on USD CHF. Price just broke out. I'm expecting the resistance to be created. Price just broke out. I'm expecting the resistance to be created, and I'll take a sell. So as simple. Okay, it's very simple. So you just have be consistent and be focused on one thing. The reason why you are getting it confused a lot of time is because you are having a lot of things in mind. Okay, you're having a lot of things. So it's very simple. So at this point, I'm just waiting for an entry confirmation to take advantage of this sell. Because if you look at this candle, if you look at this zone is having a clean there was a clean zone over here, so the chances of this one falling heavily to this downside is very high. Okay, there was a market feeling the whole of this one is we don't have any support or resistances. The market is going to be market usually moves in zones. So anytime price will get to those zones, we are going to be having reaction or candle structure over here. We don't have resistances, we don't have something like a pullback, so you don't have any zones over here. So the chances that if price is moving, so one thing I've noticed that a lot of people usually get it confused when they come to the H1 time frame. They see some rejectional level. So when it comes to identifying clean zones or identifying zones, okay, when it comes to identifying zones, the tradable zones, let me put it this way, when it comes to identifying the tradable zones, don't you need to have a focus time frame that you are focusing on, you are relying on as what the time frame you are going to be looking for zones. So supposing maybe I'm getting my setup on the daily time frame. So for instance, the trade that I took on GBP the last 3 weeks, this trade for instance, so you see, I normally go back to my winning trade or losing trade to reanalyze it again. So this, it was yesterday something I was doing to what, to refresh my mind, because the same thing is going to happen again. Okay, so you normally have to go back to your winning stream, reanalyze what you did before getting the trade, so that when it happens again, you will take advantage of it. You get it? A lot of people don't do that. That's why they normally don't find consistency. If you don't analyze your winning trades, if you don't reanalyze it over and over again, because the same pattern is going to be happening again, so you have to go back again and reanalyze what you saw before executing. So I was doing some this thing. So when it comes to this one, for instance, if you look, this is the zone, this is the tradable zone that you were taking advantage of. Okay, so my focus was on the daily time frame. So any zone or any support or resistances that I'll be getting at the H4 time frame, I'm not going to be bothered about it. You get it? I'm not going to be worried or be bothered about it. I'm only solely going to be focusing on the daily time frame. So this is the tradable zone. This is the tradable zone at the daily time frame. Okay, this was where the price created a support. Yeah, so this is the tradable zone. So if I go to H4 time frame and I see anything like support and resistances, so you see this one like this, I'm not going to pay attention to. This ones I'm not paying attention to, because my focus time frame was what, on the daily time frame, not on the H4 time frame. So that's what you need to pay attention to. So if you move to 30-minute time frame and you are seeing rejectional levels, a lot of consolidations, you are not going to get bothered. You get it? You are not going to be bothered about this one. Your focus is on the daily time frame. Okay, so if I'm focusing on the daily time frame and I'm seeing rejectional level on the weekly time frame, one thing you need to understand is what, with that one, it is higher than the previous time frame. You get it? So you need to pay attention to that. Okay, you need to pay attention to that. So good day, bro, you are doing a very nice job, bless you. USD is printing almost the same thing, guy. Yeah, it's the same pattern, I've seen it. It's the same pattern that USD is printing. So you are correct. It's the same pattern that USD. So the same market pattern that is printing on what, USD is the same thing that is also being printed at USD. Yeah, I saw it before coming to the stream. I saw it, so you analyze that one too. So this is what I'm waiting for the entry confirmation. So with the entry confirmation, I'm waiting for price to what, close below this one. Okay, then I'll take a sell. This is what I'm expecting to happen. So if it doesn't happen during the lending session, it might be happening during the New York session. Okay, so you are correct. We have, what's the name, penity or what. So it's the same pattern that is forming on USD too as well. USD is the same pattern that is happening on USD. So you can see the pattern over here. So let's reanalyze. Yeah, so I was going through before coming to the stream too as well. So let's reanalyze it and see, maybe we can take advantage of that too. So looking at USD, we are having what, the monthly time frame over here. So you can see there was a rejectional level at this point. Price is currently sitting on this rejectional level for USD. So if today might be a good day, we can get a good trade setup and take advantage of. So looking at the monthly time frame, price is currently, if price is coming down, this is the level it is going to get rejected. Okay, so you see these are the zones at the monthly time frame. This is the tradable zone. that we can take advantage of. This is the tradable zone over here. This is the tradable zone. Okay, this is the tradable zone. So looking at the weekly time frame, we are having, so let's check out the monthly candle and see. So the previous monthly candle is giving us what? A bullish momentum candle. So everything is pointing up when it comes to the monthly time frame. But currently we are having something that is resisting price from what? Moving up. Okay, price has gotten to the peak and it is currently getting resisted by the level, and it is what? Pulling back. So this is the point we are expecting price to just pull back. So if you move to the weekly time frame, looking at the weekly time frame, this is a rejectional level at this point. There's a rejectional level over here. There's a rejectional level too over here. Okay, so in case maybe you are confused on normally what I see, how I see the market, okay, you can join the ongoing training. I'm going to be explaining, I've been explaining everything in depth on how the things that I look for. So if you want to join the ongoing training, okay, because with the system or with the strategy that I use, I can guarantee you, if you follow the principle religiously, your win rate is going to be like, my win rate is like 80%, 85%. That is facts. My win rate, if you are going to follow everything religiously, my win rate is like 80%, 85% most often. Okay, so it's a very high win rate. So if you want to learn how I see the market, you can join. I'm currently having an ongoing training, so you can just check the description. You can see my WhatsApp line, or you can just email me. Okay, my email now, my email too is over there. You can email me, and what, we take it from there. So looking at the weekly time frame, looking at the weekly time frame, this is the current support level. Okay, this is the current support level. So price has just broken out from the zone. Price just broke out from the zone, made some consolidation. So it is currently sitting over here. Price is currently sitting over here. Okay, looking at the weekly time frame, price is currently sitting over here. So looking at the previous candle, price has currently got into the zone, so it's not necessary. Okay, price has currently got into the zone. So let's look at with the weekly trends, determine our sectional bias. So the weekly trend is what? The weekly trend is a bearish trend. So looking at the daily time frame, so with the daily time frame, let's try and apply the various zones, the levels. Okay, so if this one is moving up, I think price can just move to this side. Price can just move to this side. You get it? Price can just, so this is what the weekly time frame, so you need to change it so that when you move, you will know which time frame level is that. So moving to the daily time frame, so you can see you're having multiple touches. You're having one touch, two touch, three. So currently price is struggling to what? Price is currently around the zone. So looking at the daily time frame, yeah, so my WhatsApp line is on. My WhatsApp line, check out the description. So this is my WhatsApp line. So the daily time frame is what? The daily time frame is currently, the daily time frame trend is what? A downtrend at this point. The daily time frame trend is a downtrend. So price just made a pullback. This is what? A pullback, just consolidated over here. Price has broken out. So we are currently having what? A retest. Okay, so the trend is currently a downtrend at this point. The trend is currently a downtrend at this point. So let's find out the various zones. So with the structure, this is what is going to help us to know the directional bias. With the structure is what? A bearish trend. So looking at the weekly time frame, the weekly time frame trend is what? I've forgotten. It's an uptrend. Okay, so this one is an uptrend. So this one becomes, so the weekly is what? The weekly is bullish trend. Weekly is bullish. Weekly is bullish. So daily. So you guys have seen how the system works. So yesterday, if you didn't join yesterday's stream, kindly go back to yesterday's streams and just check out yesterday. Yesterday, when I came to the stream, what I was looking for is on sell USD card. To sell USD card, I was looking for an opportunity to sell USD card. And you get it happened perfectly. So when it comes to my directional bias, I don't play with it. The market never disappoints me when it comes to the directional bias. The whole of yesterday's stream, during the morning session, you were looking for what? The directional bias. You were looking for the directional. You can go back to the stream yesterday and check. And exactly, it happened. You get it? Exactly. So I never joked with the directional bias. Okay, I never joked with the directional bias. And we took a sell on it in the private group. We took a sell. I gave out the entry price and everything, told them where to break even and everything. So when it comes to the directional bias, you don't have to joke with it. So looking at the daily time frame, this is what? A bearish trend. Okay, the daily time frame is a bearish trend. So since price is what? An uptrend, let's try and what? Bring out the various zones. So if price is coming down, these are the various rejectional levels. Okay, so there was a low over here. So moving to the H4 time frame, so let's identify the zone. There was a zone 2 over here. There was a zone over here. So this is the current market price. So let's identify the nearest support and resistance levels. Okay, so if price has gotten to this side, it can get rejected by this zone or it can get rejected by this zone. So but we are not going to be trading in the middle of these zones. Okay, we always want a clean tradable zone. Okay, so let's look at something over here. Let's look at the current ongoing candle. It is giving us some clue. What did this candle started with? This candle, mostly candles are supposed to start with what? It should give us a wick and it will pull back. It should pull back before it will continue. By looking at this candle, there was no wick. Look at the past candle. It gave us a wick. It gave us a wick. There was 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 a wick. This one, there was no wick. You get it? This candle has formed with what? No wick. So Kwajo John, Kwajo, I'm on the stream. So when I finish, I'll just attend to you. If you WhatsApp me now, I can't respond because I'm the same person trying to respond to you. So this candle what? Open with no wick. So what does it tell you? It tells you that this candle, so yesterday you people entered the trade and you never understood why the price pulled back again. So on USD card, I will show you something. Yesterday USD card pulled back again and you never understood. The candle opens with no wick and we entered impulsively when it opens with no wick, even though it went further, it went more like, as in, it went like, it printed some candles before what? Pulling back. You get it? Printed some candles before pulling back. So the reason why we had a deep pullback before price started moving in our favor is because of what? The candle opened with no wick. That's why. So the same thing that I'm expecting to happen on this one. This is the daily candle. So as a daily candle, maybe it might be there was a high, maybe there was an economic event or there was economic news. So the candle open with no wick. You get it? The candle open with no wick. So what I'm expecting it to happen is what? This candle to what? Starts it should just flip by giving us the wick. So this is what is going to happen. Price has currently, so looking at the daily time H4 time frame, for instance, what's the directional bias with the H4 time frame? with the H4 time frame, the directional bias is what? Also bearish. Why is it bearish? Why is it bearish? Okay, looking at the so candle also consolidated. It's also consolidated. As it broke out, it turned to a downtrend. So this is the pullback. So we're expecting an entry confirmation. That's what is the same thing that you are expecting. So we have it in mind that the daily candle opens with no wick. So the chances that price is going to what? The chances that price is going to give us the wick is very high. But as this one is giving us the wick, it is flipping to give us the wick. H4 time frame is also going to sell. Okay, H4 time frame is also going to sell. So at this point, we need a candle closure, the same as what USD CHF. We need a candle closure below this. You don't want to be taking trades within these zones. Okay, so where did we even get this zone? This is on the weekly time frame. This is on the weekly time frame. This is on the weekly time frame. Yeah, so this is what we are expecting. We are expecting a closure of the candle below this one. Okay, we are expecting a closure of the candles below this one. We need an entry confirmation. We can't take a sell at this point, okay? Because if you want to take a sell, you have to make sure the candles before you, the current candle before you is printing a bearish candles. Okay, it make sure it is printing a bearish candle. If the candle is printing just bullish candle, why do you want to take a sell if the candle is what is moving? There was buying momentum on buying pressure at this point. Okay, the candles are printing bullish and you want to take a sell. If you move to H1 time frame, H1 candles are even printing bullish. If you move to M30 candles, the current M30 candle, looking at the previous candles, they are all bullish candles. Why do you want to sell at this point? So at this point, you just have to wait for. So currently, the M30 structure is what? An uptrend. So you just have to wait for a closure below this one. We are waiting for a closure below this one, a pullback, then we take a sell. Okay, this is what we are going to be looking for. This is what we are going to be looking for on USD So maybe it will be preferable if you see this candle closing below this one. Okay, if it's closed below, I think it's going to be a good trade setup. Okay, so currently I'm looking at what, for me, I'm not going to be taking USD I would love to take USD CHF. This is the pair that I've traded it for long, so I know the ins and outs about this pair. So I would love to take it on USD CHF. It's the same, and even USD CHF is printing, is giving us a nice, it is printing a nice structure. It is printing a nice structure, or printing a nice this thing over here, than comparing it to USD So I would love to take USD as compared to what USD. I would love to take USD CHF as compared to USD The risk reward is also looking good, close to what, 1 to 4. Okay, it's close to 1. So 3.4 risk to reward. So I'm waiting for the closure of the candle, and I think if you get this trade, your risk reward is going to be big. Okay, so this trade is not as compared to the USD card trade that we took yesterday. So please. Okay, so as I'm saying, USD is looking good as compared to, even though they are all printing the same, giving us the same patterns. But I think USD is more looking, it's looking good more with the good risk reward as compared to what the USD JPY. So guys, you need to have a look at, you need to have a close eye on USD. Okay, so if you are not part of my private group, then you are going to what be missing out, because yesterday, for instance, I gave my private group the price and everything. Okay, so that's the advantage of what joining a community as compared to, even though free you can be getting value, but if you are part of a community, if you are part of a community, I think like it's you are going to be getting motivation over there. If you are losing, you people are losing together. If you are winning, you are winning together. Okay, so that's the importance of joining a community, and you get more educational stuff over there as compared to being alone and other stuff. So it's better you join a community. So with my private group, when this trade set up, when this market aligns, everything that I'm looking on the trade aligns, I'm going to alert you. Okay, I'm going to alert you like as I did yesterday. So let's wait and see if the market is going to give us an opportunity. If I get this trade, if this market aligns, everything aligns, and I get this trade, I think I'll be done for the week. I'm not going to execute any trade for, because the risk reward is like 1 to 3 point something risk reward, and this one is going to run very well. So let's see what's going to happen. This is my trade. I'm going to be what having a close eye. Okay, so yesterday USD card, I miss it. Yesterday USD card never went to where we are expecting it to get, so we came into break even on USD card. So today we are going to be looking at what USD. This is the trade you are going to be having a look at it. So let's check out on GBP USD and see. So let's move to gold, since a lot of people trade gold over here. So let's look at gold and see. So when it comes to gold, my expectation, what I'm expecting gold, or what I'm looking forward for gold to be doing is what, when it comes to the monthly time frame, gold has gotten to the all-time high, the highest level. Moving to the weekly time frame, these are the various levels. Looking at the weekly time frame, so what's the weekly time frame trend? Okay, the weekly time frame trend is what, an uptrend at this point. Okay, gold is currently an uptrend at the weekly time frame. Looking at the daily time frame, one thing you need to understand is what, how to read the market is what's going to be based on your understanding on market structure. Okay, and if you get the direction of the market wrong, you are going to get things wrongly. Okay, especially when it comes to, I don't know, we normally call the H4 time frame a magical time frame. If you get the H4 time frame directional bias wrong, you are mostly going to be at the wrong side of the market. So even if you are going to be overlooking all the time frames with H4 time frame, based on experience, based on my level of my knowledge level in the market, I'll always advise you pay attention to the H4 time frame directional bias. You need to understand how it works. You get it? You need to understand how it works. So looking at this one, currently price is what's moving up. You get it? Price is currently moving up for gold. So the daily time frame too is an uptrend, not an uptrend. So I can see price just made, so it's a downtrend at this point. There was a shift in trend over here. So if you change it to a candle chart, you can see it very well. The price just made high, low. It has made higher high. So the moment this one broke, it has turned to what, a downtrend. So one thing I'm saying is what, most of the times these ones can be deceiving. Okay, the line chart, using it to determine your directional bias, can be deceiving. So you mostly have to shift it to candle chart. Sometimes if you see some minor pullbacks and you watch the candle and it is not a candle structure, then you need to make sure that what, it is just it is just deceiving you. You get it? So this currently is a downtrend. Price just shift trend over. This candle was the change of trend. Okay, so currently price is pulling back on the zone that we drew on the weekly. Is it on the weekly time frame? Yeah. So I think, it's on the monthly time frame. Yeah, so on the weekly time frame too, we're having a zone. There was a zone over here on the weekly time frame. So currently, price has broken through all the strong zones. You get it? All the strong zones. This is what a strong zone. This is a strong unbreakable zone. So the daily time frame has broken through. That was yesterday. Yesterday the candle broke through. So what are you expecting? You're expecting the market to either fill the whole of this zone, this wick over here. I'm expecting either price will fill the whole of this wick. Price can either fill the whole of what this wick. The whole of this wick can be filled because price has currently gotten broken through this strong zone. You have a monthly and weekly, and price the candle has been able to break through. Okay, it has broken below and close. So the chances that this one will just make a retest and continue coming down is very, very high. So we're having like 98 pip wick range. So let's move to the H4 time frame. So with the H4 time frame, this is a perfect trade setup on gold over here. So gold is looking good for a sell. So what are you expecting it to happen? Let's see if I can give you an entry confirmation. So you see gold is currently sitting on this strong zone. Looking at the H4 time frame, there was what a support over here. There was a support over here. Okay, so guys, we can get an entry on gold. Okay, so looking at the H1 time frame, this is the worrying part. Looking at M30, looking at M15. So looking at the H1 time frame, okay, on gold, we are currently having this resistance over here, because if you move to the H4 time frame, H4 time frame is not giving us what an entry. And let's try and read the candles. You can see how many exhaustion candles are you seeing over here. We are having one exhaustion candle. We are having one bias exhaustion candle, one exhaustion candle, one exhaustion candle. So you see how you a clue that at certain points price was trying to break through, it got rejected. One, at certain point or at certain time, price was trying to break through this zone, it got rejected by this level, and this one just got back. Another one came, price tried to break through, it got frame candles, 3 H4 higher time frame candle. That's okay. Currently, if you look at the H4 zone, price is currently sitting on what? This H4. You see the level, the candle closed exactly on the H4 zone. Okay, currently close on the H4 zone, but this candle never closed. This candle is not giving us the entry. H4 is not giving us an entry, so we need to move to what? H1 time frame. If you move to H1 time frame, what's the direction of the market at the H1 time frame? Price is currently making highs and lows, high and low. Okay, so the moment it broke all through, it turned to what? An uptrend. Price is currently pulling back, and it is what? But when it pulls back, you're expecting a trend continuation to what? Continue the uptrend. So for you to what? Take a sell for a pullback, then we take what? We take the sell. Okay, that's the best way to go. But with gold it moves very fast. Okay, so you need to waiting it can happen that you can miss the trade, but it's going to sell, because looking at this exhaustion candles, it tells you that gold is definitely going to sell at this point, but you just have to wait for an entry. Okay, so the entry, I would prefer either you wait for the H4 candle, the H1 candle to close below, to give you a clue that what? To give you a clue that H1 trend 2 has also shifted to what? A downtrend. Because currently, if you are taking a buy, price is currently what? An uptrend at the H4 time frame. So this one can just, as it has made a pullback, it can just flip and move up again. Okay, and break this one. So you have to be patient. Don't rush by saying to yourself, you are going to miss the trade. Okay, so just let's wait for this candle to close. As I'm saying, gold moves very fast, so if you are waiting, you might miss the trade. Okay, but what can you do? You have nothing to do. So if you look at the 30 minutes is also what, an uptrend, and you're having zones, multiple zones over here. You don't have to be trading within these zones. Okay, this is not tradable zones. This is not tradable zones. This is not tradable zone. This is not tradable zone. So wait for price to break below this one. Okay, it's better you wait for price to break and close. Okay, so one thing that is killing a lot of traders is what, being patient. Okay, the moment they notice that price is like close, like the setup is looking good, they can't wait. That is what is killing most traders. They can't wait. They feel like it. I think it all comes as a result of, if you do it for a very long time, all these things, if you lose, it will get to time. No one is going to tell you to be patient. But for me, if I'm taking a sell on gold, I will prefer waiting for the candle to close to give me a clean zone, either the 30 minutes or the H1. Okay, I'll prefer the 30-minute candle to what, close below this one, or the H1 to close, so something like this, because this one we're having rejection over here, and you can see the current candle is currently struggling to what, to break through. Okay, so it is currently what, struggling to what, break through. So the best way to go by gold is what, wait for the 30-minute candle closure. Don't take an impulsive trade. Okay, impulsive means you are not going to wait for the candle to close because you feel like price is going to move. You just make a decision by there. Okay, you just make decision from that side. So I have to eat banana every morning because I talk. I'm more like a teacher, so I have to make sure my throat is is taken care of, so that I will get a smooth and a nice voice. So what I'm saying is what, wait for the 30-minute candle to break below these zones, then you take advantage of this tradable zone. So we're having like 50 pips over here, and I think it's not looking bad, but the stop loss is what is going to be the issue. The stop loss is going to be very wide, because when it comes to the zone, this is the zone. So if you're taking a trade over here, then you have to, unless you put your stop loss around the side, which is wider than even your reward, yeah. So that's it for gold, unless maybe you use the 30-minute candles close and what, 30-minute candles to for as your stop loss. So this is what you are expecting. You are expecting the 30-minute candle to close below this one, then we take a sell on gold. But currently there's no trade on gold for me. I don't know of others, but for me, this is what I would prefer for it to happen on gold. This is what I would prefer to see on gold. This is what I would prefer to see on gold. So this is what I would prefer to see on gold. Yeah, so I'll prefer for the 30-minute candle to close below this one, then we go in for a sell on gold, because the daily time frame is a downtrend. You get it, the daily time frame is a downtrend. Currently the H4 time frame too is also what, so using the trend line on the H4 time frame, it is not close to the level, so I think it's not relevant. So if it is not close to the level, it becomes irrelevant. Yeah, so I think what you're expecting it to happen is get it is happening. If you want to happen, so you are waiting for the 30-minute candle to close below, then you're going for a buy. So the 30-minute candle is going to close in the next 9 minutes. So in the next 9 minutes, if it happens it close below these zones, then I think it will be good for a sell. Okay, so the gold lovers, that's it for gold. Okay, so let's see GBP JPY too. So with GBP JPY, so someone is saying, say no high impact news today. So if you want to check if there was high impact news, move to forexfactory.com. Okay, Edem Manuel, look to forexfactory.com. If you see a red folder, it means there was high impact news. So today we are going to be having high impact news, but that will be outside my trading time, so I'm not paying attention to. When it happens, I'm not going to be around by then, because my trading session would have end. It's going to be ending during that. I don't take trades when it is 4 p.m. I do after 3 p.m. and even if 2 p.m. I don't usually take trades. Okay, 2 to 3 p.m. I don't usually take trades. Mostly within those from 7 I execute from 7 a.m. on the dot. Okay, from 7 a.m. on the dot to maybe, since the daylight, we are in daylight savings, maybe around 2 p.m. or 2 to 3 p.m. GMT. Outside this times from 7 a.m. Okay, so this is my trading times. These are the times that I take trades. So from 7 a.m. GMT to 3 p.m. GMT. So this are what the times I take trades. From 7 a.m. GMT to what? 3 p.m. GMT. These are my trading times. This is my trading time. So anything outside these times, I'm out. Okay, anything before this one, I'm out. Anything after this one, I'm out. Anything within this one, I'm in. Okay, any nice, good, perfect, like whatever name you love to call it, before this one, I'm out. Any nice, good, perfect, I'm out. Outside this time, after this time frame, I'm out. Within this time, anything good, perfect, I'm in. Okay, so this is my trading times. So you need to take note of that. This is my trading time, because this is the times that I've seen a lot of volume in the market. This is the times that I've seen a lot of volume. I've seen the market moving a lot in the what do you call it? I've seen a lot of volume in the market. Okay, so anything outside this one. So this one starts from the lending session and the New York session. Those are the times. But most of my trades that I've taken, 90% of it is coming from the lending session. 90% of my trades are coming from the lending session. Okay, and I'll say like 10 to 15, let's say maybe 85, 90 of them are coming from the lending session. Okay, like times like this, when so lending session is about to open, so those are the times that I usually get trades. Okay, and most of maybe 15% or 10% of my trades are coming from, I barely take trades on the New York session. Most of my trades are coming from what? And when I take trades on the New York session too, the most at times I lose. Most of my wins, most of my losses are coming from the New York session. If I take trades during the New York session, those are the times that I mostly lose. But when it comes to the lending session, when I execute, I normally trust the lending volume as compared to the New York volume. I trust the lending volume. Why? Do you know the reason why? When it comes to the New York time, the New York section comes with a lot of what? News events. So we don't normally get stability in price movement. There are a lot of volatility during that time. Okay, that's why mostly trading during that time is very risky for me. But mostly on the lending session is very calm, very like price move, especially if you get a trade on GBP USD during the lending session. Wow. If you get a trade on GBP USD or you get a trade on GBP pairs during the lending session, the market is going to wow you. It's going to move perfect. It's going to move a lot. Okay, but when you get trade on New York session comes with, even though sometimes it's going to move perfectly, but most of the times it's normally doesn't give smooth ride for me. So most of my losses are coming from the New York session. Most of my wins, if you look at my portfolio, you will notice that most of my trades that have been taken are coming from the New York session. It's coming from the lending session. You get it? It's coming from the lending session. Yeah. So moving to the monthly time frame on USD JPY, we're having this rejection. So let me check USD CHF and see what's going on. Yeah, so it's still giving the bullish candles. It's still giving the bullish candles. So it's still not ready yet, but by all means it's going to be ready. So looking at the monthly time frame, these are the various rejectional level. These are the various rejectional level at the monthly time frame. Looking at the weekly time frame, the weekly time frame is currently what's making a pullback. There's this rejectional level 2 over here. So looking at the daily time frame, the daily time frame is currently what? There's a resistance level over here. Yes. So the daily time frame, let's try and bring out our resistance. So the way you analyze the market should be systematic. Okay, system should be systematic. So currently price is sitting on this one. Okay, price is, so what's going on, man? Did you get into the action of American equities yet? I don't trade equities, I trade currencies. Okay, because if you are trading equities, you have to wait for, I'm in Africa. Well, that's what you have to have. That's what you need to understand. I'm in Africa, so most of the times during that time, it is during the New York Stock Exchange. You can be trading those equities. You can be trading the indices during the New York Stock Exchange session. You can't be trading them during the lending session. So I mostly prefer trading the currency market as compared to the indices and the equities. Okay, I'm not saying it's bad, it's good, it can be profitable. There are a lot of the pip value over there is very big, but I'm good in trading the currencies as compared to the equities. I mean, that style has been juicy. Really, it's been juicy. It depends on your trading skill and your trading strategy. I've been looking at US 30 and I've been looking at the S&P 500 and those stuffs, but I've not been, you see, mostly I trade in what I need to get tradable zones, but I don't normally get what do you call it, good zones in there. But as you said, I'll be looking to that side too and see if it's good. So with the daily time frame, so Christopher, you can just chat me over here. You can text me on WhatsApp so that we talk. You educate me more on that. 44585. You can educate me more on that, Christopher. So you can text me on WhatsApp. Okay, this is my WhatsApp number. So text me. So you educate me on the equities. So on the daily time frame, this is the rejectional level on the daily time frame. So looking at the H4 time frame, with the H4 time frame, price is currently what? So the daily time frame trend is what? The trend is an uptrend at the daily time frame. Price is currently sitting on the support level. So looking at the H4 time frame, the H4 time frame trend is what? A downtrend at this point. Yeah, so currently, since the daily time frame is an uptrend, looking at the H4 time frame is what? A downtrend. I normally don't this is not my A plus setup, so I normally don't get close to this kind of setup. Okay, whilst when the daily time frame and the H4 time frame are inconsistent, they are not aligned. I mostly don't love taking trades on such. I normally don't take trades on when I'm seeing such pattern or when I'm seeing such setups. So I normally let it go, okay, and go for trades that the daily and H4 are in the same direction. So with USD GBP JPY, I will not be even trying to take, unless it has shifted trend to an uptrend. Maybe it has broken out, made a red test before I will consider taking a trade on this one. But since the daily time frame, looking at the daily time frame or the weekly time frame, they are inconsistent. The weekly time frame trend is kind of a downtrend. Looking at the daily time frame is an uptrend. H4 time frame is a downtrend. This is what I'm seeing, inconsistency in the time frames. So mostly I'm not going to be considering taking a trade on this one. Okay, sometimes it can be going for a sell because there was a support level over here aligned with the trend line, but I will not be going in for a trade over here. I will love a breakout so that it will shift trend to an uptrend, which is going to be in the same direction with the daily time frame and the H4 time frame. Then I would love to take a buy on that. So at this point in this market, or the way this market condition is looking like, I'm not interested to take a buy, or I'm not interested to take a sell. Okay, I would prefer going for a trade setup like what happened on USD card. If you look at the daily time frame yesterday was a downtrend. Price created a resistance over here. The daily time frame was a downtrend. Price has created a resistance over here. Looking at the H4 time frame was a perfect downtrend. Price has closed on this level. These are the trades that I normally go for, and I will be going in for those trades anytime or every time. Okay, these are the trades that I'll be going in for. So when I see inconsistency, especially, I normally pay attention to the H4 time frame, the daily and H4 time frame, because I'm trading within the day and within the session too as well. So I have to make sure they are agreeing with each other. If I see they are not agreeing, they are not in alliance, as in they are inconsistent with each other, I normally don't take a trade. I don't normally consider taking a trade on such market conditions. So you see, yesterday it ran perfectly well. So the same thing that I'm expecting it on USD CHF2 as well. Okay, so the same thing. So this one, the moment the candle close above this one, we can get structure can just get invalidated. Okay, structure can get invalidated. So we are waiting for the candle to close below. Since you're having this channel over here, this is a daily channel, a weekly channel. Price can just get rejected and close below this one, but we are waiting unless we see confirmation before we enter. Even though setup is looking good, the daily, weekly, H4 is all in the same direction as a downtrend, but since the candle hasn't closed below, we are not, as you have not gotten an entry confirmation, we don't normally consider taking a trade on such market condition. You get it? So these are the ones that I'm looking for. So let's check out on gold. So gold looks like it is closing. Wow, gold has closed. Okay, gold is looking good. Let's see. Wow, so yeah, so gold has closed. So if you want to take a sell on gold, I think, even though the candle hasn't closed below the level that I was talking about, but it can be an impulsive trade over here. The way the candle is giving an impulsive, like it is giving a buying pressure. So gold can sell to this one. So as I said, I don't execute on gold, but those who trade gold, I think you can take a sell now on gold. Gold is looking good for a sell. So let's see how it's going to look like. But I don't execute on gold. That's what you need to understand. Oh. So let's see how it's going to play out. You don't have any news events on. So let's see how it's going to look like on gold. So I'm very sure. So looking at the 15-minute time frame, yeah. So this is going to be an impulsive. Gold should move down, but the risk reward is like 1 to 4.3. Oh, the risk reward is not looking good. The risk reward is not looking good at all. Yeah, the risk reward is not looking good. This will be the target. It's not even up to 1 to 1. Looking at the risks, comparing the risks to the reward, it's not even up to 1 to 1. So with such trade, what are you going to do? Because this is the logical stop loss. Okay, this is the logical stop loss. So it's not even up to 1 to 1. This is the logical stop loss. Unless price comes and break, unless the H4, if the H4 candle start flipping, then you will notice that you are wrong. Okay, then you will get to know that you are wrong. So it should move down to this side and fill this one. So if you trade gold, I think it is good to take a sell. But for me, I don't execute on gold because of how it behaves, how it moves. I don't usually prefer trading the currency market as compared to gold. But it should move down. It's looking good. The H1 candle structure has what broken below. You get this H1 candle structure is broken below. H1 candle structure is broken below, so it should move down. Yeah, so if you look at the 30-minute candle too, even though it wasn't able to break the zone, so it's going to be an impulsive way. But since the candle structure has been able to break, and looking at the pattern too, the pattern structure is also looking good. So that's why I'm rooting more for a sell on gold. But the H4 candle structure hasn't broken yet, so let's see how it's going to go. But the risk reward is not looking good. It's like a negative risk. It's like you are risking more than what you are getting from the market. So the risk reward too is not also looking good. Might as well wait for it to go to 7. Only can control risks in your entry. Might as well wait for it to go to 27. 2733. 2733. Oh, okay. Yeah, it might be going there, but as in the risk is more than what you are getting. Mostly the best way is like, let's see, maybe if the daily it can just move further down. If you get the entry, I think you can use the daily time frame, but this is a breakout. You get it, this is the breakout. So the daily time frame hasn't made a rate test yet. This is a breakout. That's what you need to understand. This is a breakout. So let's see how it's going to play out. Because the daily time frame has just made a perfect rate test over here. Looking at the candles, a lot of exhaustion candles. You get it? There are a lot of exhaustion candles around this side. But this is good. So This is good. Okay, so let's move to GBP USD. That's what I've not done today. So US 30 normally moves during the New York Stock Exchange session. Yeah, so those are mostly the times that it usually moves. Those are the times that it usually moves. Yeah, so those who want to join the Telegram channel, so the link is in the description. So if you want to join the Telegram section, that's where usually I give trade ideas over there. Okay, so yesterday USD card trade, I gave a trade idea over there. So those who are smart, those who paid attention, could have taken advantage of. So you can just click on the link to join the Telegram channel too as well. You can join the Telegram channel too as well. So normally I give trade ideas over there. So if you want to trade the equities, if you want to trade the indices, okay, don't be trading them during the lending session. It doesn't move during those times. The NAS 100, okay, the Nasdaq and those stuffs, don't be trading them during the New York lending session. You are not going to. So you see this morning how it is consolidating. You are going to see massive move during the New York session, the New York Stock Exchange section. That's when you normally see. I don't have Telegram, but I will help you. So where are you, Christopher? Which country are you in? So you have to trade them during the New York stock market section. So gold is struggling to break through the zone, but let's see. Is it going to break and dump? Because if you say you are going to wait for the candle to close below, the chances that you are going to miss the trade is very high. You are in United States. Okay. The chance that you might miss the trade is very high. So that's why. Yeah. That is good. I should trade equities. So one thing is you need to if you find something that works for you, you just have to stick with that. You get it? You need to stick with. I will give you some money. Hey, you give me some money to do what? What have I done for you that you want to give me some money? You give me money to trade. Is it like I should manage your money for you, or you are going to give me money to trade to take the profit myself? Hey, what have I done for you that you want to give me money? Am I your girlfriend? You see someone on the internet randomly just giving you money? Really? You just saw me on the internet. So the 50-minute candle has closed below. The 15-minute candle has closed below. So the chances that price will continue filling the zone is very high. You want to make full. So the 30-minute candle. So gold has currently moved how many pips? So close to 9 pips for now. Close to 9 pips for now. Just pulling back. Just pulling. That's what I don't like about gold. That's why I don't. This one, if it's like maybe GBP USD, it would have moved very fast. But gold, because of the liquidity, because of how liquid it is, that's why you normally see the back and forth on gold. Okay, that's the reason I hate trading gold. Because of the back and forth. I love trading currencies. So with GBP USD for today, looking at the monthly time frame from GBP USD, we're having this rejectional level to over here. This rejectional level, looking at the weekly time frame, price is currently what it has pulled back on this level. This is a perfect break and retest. So during the weekends, I talked about price pulling back over here. We can get price coming to this side. You get it. So the weekly is what? A downtrend. Looking at the daily time frame, it's an uptrend. You get it. The daily time frame is an uptrend currently. The daily time frame is an uptrend currently. Looking at the H4 time frame, H4 is a downtrend. Okay, so as I said, with such setups, I normally avoid it. I don't get close unless I see a shift, the daily and H4 align at the same direction, because before I will be willing to take a trade on such market. So this one, I will let it go for now. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in such trade setups. So we have like 10 minutes for the 30-minute candle to close. Looking at the H4 is looking good. A perfect break and retest. A perfect break and retest on the H4 time frame with a lot of. So currently, looking at the candle structure on the H4 time frame, you will notice that the candle structure has shifted towards a downtrend. Okay, it has broken the low. So the chances that the whole of this zone is going to be filled is very high, because now candle structure has shifted towards a downtrend. So the chances that price is going to fill the whole of this zone is very, very high. Okay, so it has now become, we are getting an additional confluence when it comes to the candle structure. So it should move down. Yeah, it should move down and fill the zone. It should move down and fill the zone. So today, the news is going to be happening around consumer confidence. So consumer confidence is going to be happening around 4 p.m. So today is a clean day. It's supposed to be a clean day. So these are the times that I always wish the market would be doing a clean day like this. You get this? These are the times that I normally wish the markets will be showing something of this sort. So tomorrow you are going to be having interest rates. You are going to be having interest rates. Yeah, so gold should move down. It should move down, but you see, with gold, the ups and downs is what I hate. I don't like about this thing. The ups and down. So this is a pair that I'm looking forward. Oh, USDCHF. It's just moving up. So you are hoping maybe by the time the H4 candle will close, we can just get a pullback and price will just come down. That's what I'm looking for. But if the moment it's close above this one, then the structure has what just shifted towards an uptrend. So this trade becomes invalid. Okay, unless it's close. So this is the last level. The trend is still going to be maintaining its relevance, or it's still going to be maintaining its upward move. But the moment it will close above this one, the moment it closes above this one, it becomes invalid. The uptrend becomes the downtrend becomes invalid. This is the last level. This is the last level. Okay, the moment the candle will close below this one, it becomes, the downtrend gets invalidated, and now uptrend is going to be dominating. Buyers are going to be dominating at this point. So you are just waiting for the candle to close below this one. I'm hoping it will just be a wick and it will come down. Other than that, then the sell that you are looking for is no more valid. Then it's no more valid. So gold is doing the do. Gold is doing the do. So we have like 4 minutes. So the moment this candle will close, the 30-minute candle is going to close below, then it's going to maybe it can get some minor pullbacks, but the chances that it is going to fill the whole of this zone is going to be very high. So those who took the sell, congratulations. Just free money. Just free money on the stream. Because the H4 is looking good. H4 has made a perfect break. The H4 has made a perfect break and just retested over here. What are you expecting? So this is a perfect trade. Looking at reading the candles too, we have a lot of exhaustion candles. We have a lot of exhaustion candles. So the chances that this trade should move down is very, very high. So congratulations for those who took the sell on gold. Congratulations. So it has currently moved like 18 pips for now. It has currently moved 18 pips, but this is the target. So don't get it wrong. This is the target. But gold moves very, very fast and swift. So if the 30-minute candle close below this one, the chances that price is going to move further down is very high. It's very high. So let me check out on USD JPY too and see how it's going. Is it also invalidating the structure? Okay, I think for that USD JPY, with that it wants to flip. So I'm even surprised. So USD JPY. So with USD JPY, okay, with USD JPY, if this H4 candle close below this one, okay, if it's closed below this one, I think it will be a nice trade setup. Okay, so let's hope by 10 o'clock this candle is going to close by 10 o'clock. So we have like 1 hour 32 minutes for this candle to close. So if the candle close below this one, we can get a perfect we can get a perfect sell. Okay, we can get a perfect sell. So you have to wait for the candle to close below. So I think Christopher, you want to talk? Let me send you the link, then join. Let me see you. So I'll be sending the link. I'll be dropping the link. Wow, gold has done the thing. Gold has made it. So gold has made it. So how many people took gold? How many people took the sell on gold? If you took the sell on gold, let me know. Type in 1 if you took the sell. If you took the sell on gold, let me know. If you took, so at this point, I think you can bring your stop loss to this point so that you minimize your risks. So at this point, the risk reward has become 1 to 2.5. So if you want to join, kindly click on the link and join. How many people took the sell on gold? How many people took the sell on gold? Yeah, so the 30-minute candle has closed. So I think this point, let me check the 15-minute time frame. Can you hear me? Can you people hear me? This point, I think it can either break even. Okay, so at this point, you need to bring your stop to break even. Can you people hear me? If you can hear me, type 1 in the chat box. If you can hear me, type 1 in the chat box. So a moment. Okay, so you call it a day over here. So see you guys tomorrow. Okay. So see you guys tomorrow.